Ladies and gentlemen, today is the 24th of March and it's an interesting day. We gapped down after having negative cues from the US market as well as the Asian markets. It was a generally downtrending day, at which point we found stability around 14,600, and it looked like one of those days where once again there would be a short covering rally. At about 3 o'clock we had a rapid 100-point down move, and at that point had to break the trade and manage so that didn't lose whatever points we had captured till that point. Lately, I think this has become a new trend in the market where there's a rapid move after 2:30, 3 o'clock, and one must always be ready for it. And that being said, managed to do really well today, managed to return a little more than 5% on the capital today. And overall, I think there should be some takeaways as to how to get out of a side if you see momentum. Because essentially buying back your sold position is the same as going long the options with the sold position, it's neutralizing that. That being said, two other changes today. One, I have changed the screen to white. I don't know if that helps with visibility. I'd like to tell everyone, just set your quality to 1080p and everything will be visible despite it being black or white. And regarding the audio as well, I think the audio is quite clear for few, but some are not able to hear. So I would recommend you watch it on your laptop or something. That being said, I hope you have some good takeaways from today's video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great evening.
Want to meet like-minded traders and discuss option strategies, adjustments and more? Just type in Discuss Nifty in your Telegram search box and join the friendly trader community.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So basically we had a gap down situation and we used that as an opportunity to sell the 14,500 put for about 29. To balance that from the broader range, we are thinking 15,000 has to be the upper ceiling, 14,500 on the downside, the lower ceiling. We have sold the 14,950 call for about 22. Today being a Wednesday, one day before the expiry, if we don't see much movement in either direction, this currently what is trading at 48 points should crash to below 30 points towards the close of today. In fact, probably more than that, since this is a 450 point strangle. So that being the case, the entire day will be more or less trying to follow the market, which currently I'm of the opinion they will continue to stay very range bound. Yeah, despite the negative cues, despite Asian markets being down, we gapped down close to 100 points, but have found an immediate support there. The idea will be that even if we do break down, and 14,600 zone should hold as a support. If we break down further from there, then we'll plan around that. Apart from that, in terms of what the broader market is looking like today, we have most sectors which are in the negative. So there's nothing that is specifically heavily negative for the day. Bank Nifty down 1%, but is taking support at 33,800 once again. So for now, looks like a very sideways day. We'll keep you posted. Okay, just taking a look at the open interest right now for today. So basically heavy call writing at 14,700, 14,715, 14,800 and all the levels. We're seeing put unwinding at 14,900 and at 14,850, and puts being written at 14,800, 14,750, 14,700 and below. So what this preliminarily gives us is there are iron fly situations being built up from everywhere around 14,600, 650, 700, 750 and 800. And right now, the most preferred expiry situation would be 14,700, 750 or 800, which is why our position also is keeping in mind the same situation and is taking a much broader range. And because there was a big spike in the put side IV, which is now crashing off, we're benefiting quite a bit from the entry. Also, something to note, IT has gone gap down, but like with heavy aggression when bought back. So we'll have to see what happens there. Bank Nifty, after gapping down more or less, has been stable, trying to make an up move, but finding a lot of supply. So we'll have to see if today is an IT-led day. Reliance is not really doing anything, and none of the other sectors have anything notable as well. So we'll keep you posted. It's about 9:45. So we'll keep a track of where OI is building up. Okay, so we're seeing a down move now, which is leading to the puts expanding slightly. What we've done to balance it is, since we are now looking a little weak on the Bank Nifty, even though it's come to a support zone, we have taken in additional call side credit by booking our 14,950 call and moving it to the 14,900. And yeah, the idea is we will wait for 14,650 to then roll away the puts, first by half and then by the complete position to 14,450 in case there seems to be some kind of a down. IT as well took resistance at yesterday's close and started to dip from there. Reliance more or less sideways, but Bank Nifty found a lot of supply here and then sort of broke down. We'll have to see if yesterday's lows hold or if we start breaking down from there. Anyway, that being said, these options are expiring tomorrow and we don't want to take too much directional risk, so we have moved down the calls for now. Okay, so right now we're seeing the fear on the put side really go up, which is why these puts are expanding. A lot of people who probably shorted it in the morning are now in a hurry to buy it back. The calls are not particularly decaying, but the puts continue to expand. We'll have to see some sign of life for this to stop. Basically, right now we are working with 14,650 as the point where we will roll away our puts, at least half of them. And we're not going to move our calls below 14,900 because in case there's some kind of big short covering move, they will expand really quickly. So for now, we'll keep our calls here. And yeah, there's a big IV spike on the put side and that will automatically cascade. They are still about 185 points away. So it is not something to be worried about. But if it starts getting closer to 150, we will risk off on the put side. What we've done now is basically move down half of our puts to 14,450 because the market continues to look weak for now. And the puts started expanding quite a bit and the calls are not compensating. So it doesn't make sense to just sit on puts that are bleeding. So we have risked off and we will potentially look at moving half of the calls to 14,850 as well, considering the weakness. Okay, so we continue to cascade down. Volumes picking up on the selling side and Bank Nifty dipping back towards what looks like 33,500. And yeah, everything's getting sold into. And that being the case, we have completely risked off on the put side by moving down to 14,450. And we've moved all our calls down to 14,850 as well. So we have a 200 point upside, a 200 point downside. So 400 point strangle, which is trading at 65, which is quite expensive. And let's see if this tip gets bought or if we continue sliding all the way till 14,500. If we now break yesterday's low or start, not yesterday's low, we start touching 21st March lows again, then we will further risk off on the put side and probably move all the way down to 14,400, 14,300, something like that. But yeah, for now, we continue to hold this position. There's a big IV spike. Calls are not coming down either. So that's not helping. Okay, so during the dip, we saw a lot of slight unwinding in the 14,700 put and the 14,500 put, and a lot of writing of the 14,800 call and 14,700 call and 14,900 call. So 15,000 definitely the ceiling, that's for sure. 14,500, it looks like people got a little antsy during the sell-off. That being said, now there are a lot of shorts in the system, which can be a dangerous thing in case we see some big short covering move, but doesn't seem likely at this point because we didn't slide enough. There shouldn't be that many shorts that they get spooked out by slight up move, considering overall negative sentiment. Our position for now, obviously with the IV expansion, puts became really expensive. So we are down close to about 6 points. And yeah, for now, we're good to hold. This IV expansion will continue to slide unless we again start making a big slide for the day. We should be fine from here. Basically a weak looking market, but there should be support building up around 14,500. And 14.6 currently has acted as an interim support. What we've done is, as we bounced off, we moved down half of our calls to 14,800. The idea will be is if we cascade further from 14,600, we break down, make like a 20-point move, or hold below 14,600, then we will move the rest of the calls here as well. If not, we will hold this position where half our calls are at 14,800 and the other half at 14,850. the puts are right now the entire market is pricing in some kind of a continued big move, like another 100 200 points, in fact a breakdown below 14500, which is why the puts are trading at the prices that they are. So if we continue to stay here itself for a while, the puts will deflate by quite a bit, and we don't want to over manage by moving our calls to 14800, all of them, because there's been a lot of 14800 call writing. And in case there's some kind of reversal of this, Bank Nifty also is at a big support of 33,500. Majority of the downside came from Bank Nifty itself. So now that it is at a support, and there has been a good amount of call writing, if we sell calls aggressively, a short covering move might really expand the calls, which is why the idea is if we now start heading back towards 14,700, we hold above 14,650 for a while and move 20-30 points from there, then we will move back these calls to 14,850, and meanwhile these puts would have deflated quite a bit. That's the trade plan for now. So what we're seeing at 14,600 is multiple sell attempts to bring it below 14,600, but demand is being found, but we're not able to push higher, not able to get back to 14,650. So what will happen now is these calls, which are now 160 points away, will continue to expand, and we'll be forced to roll the remainder of our calls down to 14,800. So in case we get like another rise, we can do it at that point, or we will wait for an actual breach of 14,600 to do it at that point and balance the puts. So those two options are available. So in case there is a rise, we will be selling on rise. But in case there isn't a rise and we actually dip, then we have to give in and roll them anyway. These puts are still 150 points away and trading at 42. Generally, on an expiry day, a put that is 150 points away will not be worth more than 20 points or so towards the close, towards the open of the day. So that being the case, once again, we're finding good amount of supply. So shouldn't be some kind of cascading down from there. We'll have to for now wait. IV is very high considering the amount of time left for these options to expire. Bank Nifty basically holding on to 35,000. Reliance finally showing some kind of an up move, and IT trading at its day's low, but once again finding demand at lower levels. So for now, the position looks good to hold, despite the fact that there is a lot of fear in the options price at this point. So we'll continue doing that. We'll keep you posted. We're stuck at this 14,600 level, so it's neither this way nor that way. We're just waiting for a move either on the upside or a downside to then correct for that. Okay, so looking at the OI data, heavy call writing from 14,600 and above, and some even at 14,500. And basically, not too much unwinding below 14,500. If you see net, the whatever is 14,500 and below put side open interest continues to remain 14,600 and below, in fact. And unwinding is being only seen at 14,700 and higher. So while there is not too much addition of puts, still shows that the range of 14,500 being the lower boundary is what the market still wants to believe. So that being the case, we have the same volume of 14,700 calls now, but a good amount of put, open interest of puts still at 14,700. So this makes it a little confusing, but more or less the option data suggests that 14,500 people are still banking on holding, and while there is a heavy amount of call writing happening, in case there is some kind of an up move, then this could be one of those ridiculous days where we head down 1.5% and then close flat, which would be very annoying to say the least, but we'll keep you posted. For now, our position is looking all right. We're going to continue to hold it exactly as it is. Okay, continued down move now below 14,600. What we've done is we booked all the calls and moved them all to 14,750, and we moved 1/5 of our puts to 14,400. What we'll do is, as we hold below 14,600, for every 5 minutes that passes, we will move another 1/5 lower, depending on what's happening. or if we continue to cascade and these expand beyond 52, 53, then we will keep moving them down as well. That's the plan for now. Okay, clearly 14,600 has acted as some kind of support, and we're seeing a bounce from that Bank Nifty looking good as well, and Reliance holding about 2050. So all that being considered, what has been done now is book the 14,450 puts and move them up back to 14,500, because there's quite a good amount of value now on the call side, which have started to expand because of the up move. This in itself will balance itself quite well. Where we'll have a problem is, once again, if we start heading below 14,600 and these expand to 60 plus. We have stop loss market orders on the put side. But yeah, if they start expanding again, then we will partly move away the puts and so on and so forth. Okay, so we couldn't take out the high of this candle. We couldn't get back into that range. Now we are once again seeing Bank Nifty being pulled back to 33,500. But what the idea now is that we'll not be too aggressive in moving out of our position until once again we start testing the day's low. So Bank Nifty heavy call writing, but at the same time there is a lot of open interest of puts at 35,500, and this is not getting unbound. And net overall, if you see at 14,500 as well, unwinding is not happening on the put side. There is a good amount of 14,500 open interest built up. So for now, the pricing obviously will reflect otherwise, but we don't want to roll down our puts yet. You see the dip, there wasn't big unwinding of 14,500 put, and then that OI continued to increase. Of course, on the rise as well, the 14,800 call, 15,000 call, 14,900 call, all of these strikes are seeing more writing. So that being the case, our puts are still 120 points away, our calls are 130 points away. We have a 250 point strangle, and for now the puts are a little bit more expensive because once again we took the same resistance and started heading down. But we are going to hold on to these puts until we see a breach of 14,600 and once again test the day's low. So at that point, back to rolling out of them. Okay, one more question to address, right? Is people say you have, for example, here you have purchased at 7.1 average, currently it's trading at 6.8. Why is it showing a profit? Very simple. When I entered, my position sizing was at 396 lots, and then I cut my position size to 330 lots. So in the process, I sold, let's say for this, I sold this hedge at 10 rupees. So at some point, okay, it will be difficult to find, but at some point you can check the trade book when I shared in the group. We sold this for 10 rupees, and because of that, we booked profit on 66 lots at 10 rupees, which is why even though the LTP is below my average, it will show a profit. Like similarly, this is a average sold at 39, it's trading at 40, then why is it giving me such a big loss? That's because at different points I've entered and exited. What your broker does, and generally the terminal does, is it takes the cumulative of all your entries, exits, everything, and then says what is your mark to market at that point of time. So that's one thing. Now here's what's happening. If we break this 14,650, there is a chance for a continued up move, which might really expand these calls, but we are not in a rush. We will wait to hold higher than 14,650 for 15 minutes before we roll away the calls, and at least half of them. And until then, we want or a big 20-30 point up move suddenly to then roll away the calls. Until then, we're very well balanced in this position. We are currently on a 250 point triangle, getting like 87-88 points, which is very, very good. Tomorrow morning, a 250 point triangle shouldn't give you much at all, less than 40, that's for sure. So that being the case, we continue to hold this position. Clearly, this breakout happened, and more or less we were in line with that happening. And since the puts were really expanded, they deflated big time. So the puts have really crashed, and these calls now have considerable value. We will see that if this doesn't get sold into in the next two candles, more or less, then we will move away half of these calls to 14,800. And if we see some kind of a continued up move, then we will move all of them. Okay, the time is almost 1 o'clock. We're seeing a slight dip, bringing Bank Nifty back to 33,500, and that's expanding the puts. We don't particularly care. It still continues to remain balanced from here. We are 130 points away on the put side and 120 points away on the call side. So more or less, we're not going to do any adjustments until we see a test of the day's low, or we start heading up over 14,700 again. And there has to be some proper justification of the momentum. Reliance as well tried to make this big up move back towards 2080. Did not happen. Volumes are not there either. So for now, Bank Nifty 33,500, IT more or less flat for the day, and Reliance taking support at 2050 and just holding 10 points above. So that being the case, not going to make any changes to this position. As the day goes on, now we'll start moving in our stop losses closer and closer. Currently, this triangle is trading at something like 83, 84. This should decay by easily 20 points if we stay exactly here, but that's not going to happen. So a lot of the put side IV will also crash towards the end of the day. So that being said, okay, so now we will have to do a little control. So about 2/3 of our calls, we will move them down to the 14,700. We're basically closing in today because we don't mind taking additional risk to a certain extent. That's why we're coming closer rather than going further. Because now 14,700 has seen huge writing, and yeah, short covering move can always be dangerous, but for now I think this position works. We are now at a 200 point and a 250 point strangle with 2/3 and 1/3 of our position. Sorry, 2/5 and 3/5 of our position. And this will almost perfectly balance these puts for now, whereas we have a slight upside bias from 14,600, which is why all of our puts are at 14,500. Anyway, the plan will be that if we now break below 14,600, we'll move more of these calls here, and then also consider, depending on how we break down, consider moving the 14,500 to the 14,450 partly and then completely. So that is the plan. Also, just taking a look at which are the movers today. So HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank, Infi, these companies being down generally suggests that FIIs are not buying. They've not been buying for the past 2 trading days anyway. And yeah, that's more or less where we are. Open interest 15,000 is the absolute ceiling. 14,800 is also becoming an absolute ceiling. And on the downside right now, 15,500 is looking like some kind of ceiling, but could easily break. The downside ceilings are usually trickier. Okay, big green candle came from Bank Nifty, and that is getting sold into. Our puts have crashed and our calls have kind of expanded, not by too much. If we start heading up, holding above 14,650 for like 3 candles, once again the same logic, and we will get out of this position, which is 250, and move it back here. So that's more or less the plan. Okay, the time is almost 2 o'clock. Basically our 200 point triangle is starting to decay. The puts, the fear on the put is starting to come down more or less. Call side IV has actually been spiking for a while now. So the IV on the call side definitely continues to remain higher. We are holding this super tight range, and as long as this range continues to hold, it's good. But if we start to have a breakout, which is currently from the fear on the market looking to be on the upside, then we'll have to move away our calls, and that will be the adjustment. But for now, the range is holding, so we hold our position without any changes. Okay, so we had this up move, and I was expecting a kind of break on the upside because the call side IV had been increasing for a while. So in that situation where we head above 14,650, we moved away some of our calls. So the calls that were at 14,700, we moved them back up to 14,750. Now there's again been a reversal from that up move. So these calls will also deflate. This moved all the way up to 42, 43, so that's fine. And we are once again at a 250 points triangle, and we'll try not to adjust further from here unless we need to further protect the downside. Start heading below 14600 again. We'll keep you posted. It is still an hour and 20 minutes as far as our position is concerned, so should be a good amount of decay in these options until then if we continue to stay at range bar. Time is 2:30. We're starting to move in our stop losses, basically setting up the exit order. What is happening currently? The 250 points triangle has about 70 points in it, and we've seen from the open interest that basically unwinding is happening of the 14800 call, and people are selling the 14700 call. The 14500 call, put continues to remain sound. More or less 14500 to 14700 is the more likely range. A slight downside bias from where we are, but of course we can also see a move up to 14800. Absolute boundaries seem to be 14500 and 15000. That goes without saying, which means that 14500 put selling actually could give pretty good premium, because even now 14500 is trading for something like 35. That being said, we're not taking any overnight positions, no overnight risk, and the idea is in the last 1 hour this will continue to decay and might decay by another 10 points from here as well. So, but at the same time, we've been sideways for so long, we might also see a breakout on the, and I would think it would be on the upside. So yeah, in that situation we need to be able to get out of our calls fast enough. Currently our calls are just about 110 points away, our puts are 140 points away. Okay, so one more change that we had to make. We're expecting a potential upside break, and that's what we're afraid of. So rather than waiting for it too long, technically it did wait for it. We have moved up the puts to 14550, and the idea here will be, in case we see a continued upside, this will protect us to a large extent, and we continue to remain balanced towards the last 30-40 minutes of the close. Okay, big downslide. We exited our short puts and now are trailing the stop loss on our short calls. So the idea is we'll set this to 23.5, and we'll also have to trail on our long put. Long puts, we might as well book. We won't get a better price than this, so we will start exiting the market. So you'll have to check the trade log to see when what was executed. But basically, the moment we saw this break, this momentum down, we immediately got out of our short puts. We knew that was going to go to the moon and back. And now we just have short calls that we are trailing our stop loss on. Now it is at 2019, so continues to crash. Bank Nifty big down move. We'll probably have to book this or re-enter on the put side if we see some stability from here. But I think what's more likely is okay, there's still 40 minutes of active trading time left. So yeah, the plan will be just to trail the stop loss on this and see if there's some reason to re-enter once again from the put side. Okay, decide to re-enter from the put side. What will we buy as a hedge? I guess we can buy this. So now $40 in this triangle, 400 points. Seems good enough. Cancel these stop losses. Uh, Okay, good enough. So now we're sitting on a 400 point triangle, which has 41, 42 points in it, and good spike in IV means that premiums inflated on the put side really well. And we will set stop losses on both of these at 30. And if it looks like either one is going to hit, then we'll probably just exit at that point. We'll keep you posted. Okay, we're again at the day's low. This 14,550 is acting as a support. What from the time we've entered this position, these puts have expanded by 2 points roughly, and this triangle itself is trading at 37.38. Our exit criteria is if it starts trading at 40, we'll exit, at least the put side, and then trail stop loss on the call side, and then see towards the end if there's some kind of put spread that we can take. But for now, still comfortable to hold. And in case we have some kind of pullback from the lows, these calls won't really expand and these puts will lose a lot of their value. That's what we're going for. Currently, we're still in a pretty good place to continue to hold for at least another 20-25 minutes. So this is where general understanding of risk reward comes in. We are now trading at the day's low. We continue to go lower mainly due to Bank Nifty and IT more than Bank Nifty. And what this is doing is this put is still not expanding. It's now continuing to, because the people are like, nobody's willing to pay more than this for a 350 put. Like the risk reward isn't going up even if we continue dipping. We need like a 50-60 point dip, not like a slow cascade for this to really expand. Nobody's willing to pay that and then hold it overnight just for it to open less than 10 tomorrow if we have even a flat opening. So that's basically where the market is currently. These calls continue to deflate, and we are now, Strangle is now trading at 35, a little bit more than 35, so 36. We continue to hold, and now we can set our stop loss to 38. So if it's 38, then we can exit. But yeah, still about 18 minutes to go till we get auto squared off, and we will continue to hold this position. Okay, so looks like we're not going to be breaking 14,500 today, or at least that's what it seems like for now. And what that's doing is the first green candle is really deflating these puts. These calls are also expanding, but between the two of them, they're now trading at something like 33, 34. So we'll have a stop loss of 35, 36 to start getting out. Meanwhile, dips like this, it's always good to add. We've added Kotak, Infi, ICICI, HDFC Bank. So this is what I'm picking up in the last moment. Now this triangle is trading at 31, 32, but it's more or less balanced. And now if we continue to see an up move, these calls will start expanding. So we will probably set a stop loss of 34, 35 and then start hitting exit. We still have another 12 minutes before we get auto squared off, so we'll sit in this position till then. And yeah, meanwhile, if our stop loss hits, we will exit. Today was an interesting day. Had to break the trade to not get burnt, and had to break and then trail with a stop and then re-enter. So that these days, I think you have to be prepared that after 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, there is going to be some kind of sudden move, and at that point, you have to get out of the way. Okay, we're in the last 4 minutes, and basically right now this triangle continues to trade at like 32-ish roughly, and we are going to start cutting out of our position. We'll wait another 2 minutes, see if there is one green candle that will immediately take a point off of this, and we'll cut. Because who wants to carry 14,350 put trading at 18 overnight on the day of expiry? I mean, in any realistic sense, this is far too expensive. Like, it's a trade I would not take, but then again, we don't know. Yeah, just going to wait for one green candle and then try to exit all. If this expands to 19.5, I'll exit even then. So it's one of the two. If this expands to 19.5, that means it'll go on to 14. More or less will be the same mark to market, and we'll start exiting everything. 3 minutes to go till we get auto squared up. Okay, there comes the slightest of green candles. Blows away the put side premium completely. 200 point away put. So, fair enough. These last few minutes, right, on Wednesday and obviously Thursday, it goes without saying, can be very, very, very lucrative. You can fight all day for 5 points and you can get like 5 points very easily at the end. Okay, nice. Some green candle forming. The closer these two get to each other, the lesser this triangle is going to be worth. Start taking it off now. Okay, done for the day. And we have closed at 6,60,000 more or less. Day was all right. I think the more important part would have been surviving this. Anyone who managed to survive this and not get hit should have done all right. We've also added some shares in cash because dips should be used to buy. And like, let's make no mistake, we are in a long-term bull market. Currently, we are going through a correction and all kinds of randomness. But that will blow past. We don't know when. But sentiment continues to remain positive on the medium term. So that being said, I hope you had some good takeaways today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening.
Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab. So do not forget to check that from time to time.